about my voice. My voice just went off after yesterday. Sorry about canceling the story, and here's some about, I want to make a video. How I met my friend, my real life friend, which is, I know I mentioned her in my 2 videos, but I'm sorry about my voice. I was just yelling at her yesterday. We had a drama between something. I'm gonna tell a story how I met her, and also if anyone's wondering why I'm not in the gacha, I'm just on Roblox Royal High. Please check the Roblox game, and insights are recorded here. And as you can see, I'm in the apartment. And hold on, let me show you guys. Yeah. Anyways, let me begin. So when I met my friend, she was. And again, sorry about my voice. My voice just went off for no reason. Recently when I met my friend Lisa, she was so nice. Before I mean nice, I mean how I met her. Like, first I was struggling with my back. If you didn't know, these bags, when I was in third grade, I used to have a bag where it had wheels. If you're wondering what I mean, the school bags when your back hurts and don't wanna have heavy bag on your when you're carrying or having back problems, and anyone has like back problems like Lisa, she has it, and she still carries her bag on her back. I didn't even realize that she when she was little, she used to, had back problems when she was born. Anyways, enough with the story timing. Let me begin with the story how I met her. When I met her, she was so kind, and I offered her a friend request on the school that I was, and when I offered the request, I was shocked. And the fact that was the long day when I'm gonna tell you when I turned 4th grade. But let me begin this one. So when I met her, she was so sweet, kind, not in 3rd grade, but then when I turned 4th grade, this was my nightmare. And when I mean nightmare, and it literally shocked me. And when my teacher leaked that I was with her, and she told to my mom about this, I was literally traumatized and started panic and started acting like not a 6-year-old child. As you can see, I'm around not a teenage age, but I'm in a middle age. Like, how I say, I'm not young, but I'm in 7th grade, and my age is around her age is around from 13 and a half, and she's she's in 6th grade. But she's not in my school, and I'm sorry if I'm talking like this. I'm just speechless a little, and I feel guilty for being this. Back to the story. When I was chilling in the backyard of the school, or courtyard, whatever you call it, she came and we decided to take a picture. And and this was the nightmare that it had. She asked me if my mom worked in the pizzeria one near my school. How I explain this? She asked me for no. If you guys are aware of these, if you guys know these candies, I think they're called jelly straws, or I don't know. She asked me if I can buy her some, and I asked her, and I told her, okay, I will buy her. I did buy her. I asked her how much, and she said 1, and I got her, and she said she wanted another one, but I don't want to go in there saying people think I'm crazy or something because I'm li- I'm legitimately shy. I speak talk I speak softly. I'm calm. I'm a calm person right now, but when I turned fourth grade back in when I met her, back when she's in the school that I am, I wasn't calm at all. I got bullied and students in my class started bullying me because I was weird and like fandoms. I do love fandoms so much, but sometimes I wish that Lisa didn't hated me. She was so kind, but now she turned into a crazy pick me slay queen girl, and I can understand that, but it's not normal like to have a lot of makeup in her room. I normally don't wear makeup because I'm aware of my face and might get. I dyed my hair one time in sixth grade, but I never actually mentioned that I dyed my hair three times. I dyed my hair in fifth grade, then in sixth grade. Actually, in fifth grade I dyed my hair two times, and sixth grade I dyed my hair. How I say, one time, and then for in seventh grade I'm probably gonna dye my hair orange. Ask my mom. Before I tell you the story of the terror from yesterday, I just want to say when I met her, she was kind, but then in fourth grade, she started acting like a spoiled brat. And when I mean spoiled, she when I when we were outside back in the schoolyards, she said this: "I want hot chocolate," but when I mean I would never give someone my lunch money, but for some reason I explained her. Then she started repeating the same things over and over again like a spoiled brat. But at least but there was no people in here, no teachers, no staff members. It was okay, but I don't want to give my mom my lunch money. If my mom finds out, but my mom is really kind, never actually has anger issues, but sometimes when my brother starts acting out like a anger person, she legitimately started, uh, what I say, how would I say this? Starts arguing with him, started doing stuff, but for me, she's always kind to me, never yells at me. Just a fun fact, back to the story. She just ran away, angrily stomping on her feet, which means that her anger issues are more like she told me one time that she had anger issues. The only person in the family that is having anger issues, and the fact I literally checked her if I play this game with her because apparently she will start being the main character. And one time if you guys wondering, I love Yandere Simulator so much, this, but I don't support the developer. Seriously, I don't support that guy. He's a creep, and I know I should not say these kind of words, but when we were role playing, she decided to be the main character. When I tried to play so many times with her, but nothing works. And when I wanted to, um, when I wanted to do a ballet story, she barged in like a main character and decided to do a horror movie. And when I mean a horror movie, she did it. She clearly was the main character. I was I before I didn't know about this. She actually knows lies, swearing at me, and I never swear much, but whenever I'm having an argument with my brother, I normally swear at him some few words in my real country language. But I feel bad, and for me, I want to help her out. She keeps pushing these things away, and when I ask for something, she just says. And one time, I don't know, whenever I wanted to roleplay with one of my favorite fandoms, she said, "Yeah, we did this again." Um, wait, no, she said, "Yeah, we did this roleplay again. We don't need to do it." And we didn't. She started clearly lying every day, non-stop. I was um, literally sad, and yeah, I just, that was for me, I would never accept something like this before. I never seen her like this, and back to the story. So sooner on, when she started being a little, oh sorry, I thought someone joined in the game. So apparently she started, how do I say, oh, what the fuck is going on with the chat? Maybe someone's chatting. Okay, anyways, back to the story. So apparently she, okay, the chat's getting annoying, but it's okay. I can get used to this. When I was, she just ran away and then she started hugging me. And when the final exams came, she barged in saying I was um that was the drama that this happened, and my teacher knows they leaked me, literally. Who would leak a fourth grade kid, innocent, having a friend leaked? She leaked me. They leaked me and said they told that actors leaked me or jumping around, skipping. Bro, a fourth grader would do that, but when they turn fifth grade, they won't. It's just a childhood thing. And let me explain this. When I was little, I used to be picky, mean, and when I grew up, I just realized everything, and I didn't, and I'm not picky anymore. Ever since my parents got divorced, I was literally upset, crying. I'm still having the same trauma every day. I feel heartbroken. Back to the story. I just kind of clearly don't understand why people have to be so spoiled. So when I turned fifth grade, before they leaked me, I started ignoring her. And then when she came to my house, her grandma lives nearby my apartment. So we hang out, and when I realized that she had a back surgery, I was clearly busy a lot, and she started complaining why I didn't came, and I started playing Roblox with her. Things change, like clearly change. She was neglecting and being a lot of spoiled brat, saying words which was illegal. Even my friend Furball knows about her. I told him about this, and when I realized my online friend Lana got bullied and adopted me by my real friend, my Lovisa, aka the brat who just barged into my friend's life. And this is where the drama becomes. When I turned sixth grade, I started ignoring her. Then sometimes I ignore her, sometimes I don't. And then the fact that Verbal wants, to tell everything what happened, and for me, I would tell him everything what happened, but he said if I had any problems with my real life friends, I have two, actually three, but online friends for me, I do have. Yeah, I clearly have a lot, even if they're YouTubers. But I don't want to mention them right now because I have a lot. Long story before you guys know. So apparently, when I was when I was seventh grade, Black, she started spam calling me. She always does it, but then this was the trauma and theory part. When I become seventh grade, I was mentally, how I say, focusing on everything: education, editing, chatting with friends. This was the mental trauma that I had. And when I asked her why she was mean to me, when I had a lover and why she was mean and when I have a lover and why she was mean to me, always lying, acting like nothing had happened, and she did it. She didn't even answer my question probably. She said when, and this really happened, and I was kind of sad. In school, I didn't play PE class since I was mentally sad and didn't know what to do. I asked my verbal about if he can talk to her about the issue, and he said yes, but she didn't. But she ignored him every year, and she said if you meet up with verbal, if anything happens to you, if he hurts you, does anything, then don't come crying to me. And when I quitted my old art lessons, I started going to new ones. She said, oh, "Okay, why did you quit? It's not your fault that you cannot draw better. I have a different art style because apparently I cannot draw objects. I draw anime characters. I know I yeah like these kind of stuff." And she said, it's not your fault. It's not the teacher's fault. You just cannot draw objects. How are you supposed to go to art high school?" And when I realized, and when she found out about it, when her mom called my mom, and then in fact the new art lessons were more better than the old ones because I was so upset about the teacher blaming me. And my first art lessons, I was crying, but then I had a good relationship with my art teacher. She was so nice. She's not even strict to anyone. But this other art teacher, when I was in old art lessons, she was so strict to others. She even told my mom that your child cannot enter the high school that she is going to be in next year. And I was sad. My mom got mad at me, and she was complaining how I'm not good at this. How why am I bad? But still, she still loves me, and I love her back. For me, she's the best mom in the world. If she's watching this video, I would definitely pin a comment on her, but for now, I can't because it won't let me for some reason. I tried so many times, but nothing worked. Nothing will work. And I made 2 videos about Lisa. I didn't even mention this about her since right now this is the 3rd video, and this is a story explanation in a rant video. And this was the trauma that she won't stop spam calling me, saying to apologize, but this event really happened. Oh, and I forgot that to mention the story in 6th grade. She choked me. She grabbed my phone, threw it on the ground, called 911. The worst part was the trauma that I had to face in this year. Recently, well, before I start explaining what happened yesterday, she spam called me. What was the word again? She was accusing me for negligible things, and for I couldn't animate good. And she said, oh, well, if you guys know, gotcha tubers at 2025 are now animating good instead of like these small animations like I do, making stories. And she said, well, you have time for the others, but you don't have time for me. But excuse me, I cannot deal with any of this. If she doesn't wonder, I have art lessons, I have exams. 7th grade is important for me. If my parents, I want to make my parents proud. Even though my parents are divorced, I still love my mom. I still love both of them. And for me, she always thought she was the only friend that I had, but no. I had online friends, which that required Herbal, Lana, and other ones, Mia. I won't mention them right now because there's too many. So back what happened. And she said if I were in a different country, if she wouldn't befriended me, and that made me really sad. And I'm not in this country where I am right now. It's not my real country. My real country is somewhere where there was a world war back in the 19s, and I want to say what happened yesterday. I know I was crying a lot yesterday. I thought something happened to my friend, my online friend, and this was the trauma that I had to face and that I had to face. So when I was calling her yesterday, we won't stop arguing how she wanted I to join her in Bloxburg. Oops. When I mean Bloxburg, I don't want. She said, "You clearly forced me to play, but that didn't happen. That was like a long time ago. Now she forcing me to play Bloxburg, but I don't want to." She keeps saying, "If you like the house, you better apologize to me. If you don't like it, then..." She didn't say. I don't know. I just clearly don't remember anything, and for me, I'm certainly upset about this, and eventually, I don't know what to do about this problem. I don't have been struggling with this, and this was the nightmare that I had to face. She said, "Oh, did you know? Verbal had cancer," and I was in a panic mode. I was in panic mode, and she said, "Oh, you don't care about him. Sad. Well, he told me that that he has, and he said that he doesn't like." I won't say this part because it's for private reasons. And I was literally in shaking, panicking. I I immediately left the call and decided to call him. Didn't pick up, so I thought maybe he was sleeping or not. So I patiently wait, and this is the nightmare. She said, "Oh, I know, but I know she was lying to me. I couldn't do anything. Even if I say something to her, she wouldn't listen." And this was a nightmare that I had to face. She said this. "Well, I'm gonna add him in the call. I don't care if he's sleeping or not." But I told her several times that he blocked her, but she won't listen. This was my worst mistake ever, and the real reason why I'm making this video, because if she's watching this, I won't tag her or anything. This was the worst negligent thing. And when I was, and then a call happened to my friend for ball. He said I was literally crying and panicking, and he calmed, and how I say, he calmed me down, and everything was okay. I explained him what happened. He literally said, "Is it illegal to this happen?" And I really don't understand. In the house, I don't have internet, but on my electronics I have. But the TV still works, and I don't. But some channels don't work as well. Probably because of the connection of the internet, and I didn't know. And I was just crying yesterday. I can't sleep yesterday. And today's the event I'm going to do with my friends, and I can't bear to see someone say something to my friends like that. If I lose anyone, I would be in pain, crying a lot, never leaving the bedroom. Even if I lose my family, even if it happens something to my family, friends like breaking their neck or hurting their arm, it would be a big cause for me. And I calmed down, and apparently I asked her when we ended the call with him. I decided to, how I say, go to bed and forget about what happened, but I couldn't. So this was the moment that I was shaking. She spam called me, but I blocked her, and I unblocked her since I don't want any spam calls at night, even if it's late at 3 a.m. So if she calls me today, I will make another video about this, what happened, and Maybe I'll ask her some questions and maybe I'll just make another video. Also, that's the end of the video today, and here's also a little outfit I made. Okay, so let me show you guys the outfit. Let me just go with me. Okay, so this is the outfit. I have a little doll here. Yeah, it's cute. I made this dress by myself, so I have heels by the way. Okay. Down there, I had these floating thingy, earrings, rose, this Christmas, this Christmas flower, rose, another flower on my head, ribbons, crown, alien things, and makeup. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, mm, if you do, if you do like to see me do another random video about her, if she calls me today, I'll leave it in the description if she does, or maybe I won't. I just want to take a break for now. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye.